Hey guys, Fizzy Man here, and today we're going to talk about something really simple, just a short little video. I'm talking about three game developers and why they're seen as the best game developers in the game right now. These three I'm talking about Rockstar Games, Valve, and Bethesda games. I've got a few sources, websites, videos from YouTube, and I've done a survey. I've played a few of their games myself, just to figure out if I like it, if I don't. But yeah, so I'll just start. I got one website, and the author of the article was Noah Martin. He said, it was an article about Valve, and pretty much what he said was, their games, most people in the gaming community right now see their games as works of art, really. They did create Steam. The online game store, works with, works almost flawlessly, very well. And more than 2,000 games are available on Steam as of the time this article was written. So I found that pretty interesting. And just showing, Steam is used by pretty much all PC gamers. So the fact that they pretty much bolstered that community a lot, really puts them above. They also created this Source engine. It's really good game engine. Bunch of games. Still every now and then today, 10 years after it was premiered, which is that's really interesting as well. And they also know how to listen to their fans, and they make their games according to fan criticism. They listen to what their fans want, instead of just making the game as they think the fans would want. They actually listen to the fans. And that's pretty much all that article's had to say. I've got a second one here. Article on Rockstar Games. And this one, Ashton Marlowe wrote this one. And one of the things he said, Rockstar Games, they connect with their fans a lot. They hold a lot of contests in their games and just a lot of events and stuff. And they're a lot of fun. They they work on their games as much as they feel they need to. They don't rush. Seen in Grand Theft Auto 5, that big delay from April to September. A lot of people were annoyed at that, but they weren't afraid to take the time to make the game better, which is something I see as something good. They also make really good DLC. Seen with episodes of Liberty City and Grand Theft Auto 4, Undead Nightmare with Red Dead Redemption. And all the extra cases in L.A. Noire. It's just they don't just do cheap, little DLCs which cost $10. No, they really add to the game a lot. And they just make it really well. They not just gameplay wise, but also story wise with the way they write their games. Really in depth. Just like a story you could expect to see in a movie a lot of the time. Especially with L.A. Noire is the prime example I find with that. It's just and the protagonist they always find you rooting for it, even though a lot of the time it's a criminal. They really make you support the protagonist, which is really interesting, and they really just know how to make a fun game. Like you pick up a Rockstar game. And you'll enjoy yourself, and that's probably one of the most important things with a game, I find. A video I've watched on YouTube, Outside Xbox, made a video about Rockstar and their controversy that are found in a lot of their games, especially Grand Theft Auto series. Just story after story of controversy, and they just said, hey, Rockstar Games, very fun. A lot of questionable content though. But I feel like they do make their games for a more mature audience, so that can be expected. And it pretty much just say, many people enjoy Rockstar Games. That's why these stories about the controversy get so much publicity because a lot of people are playing it. And just saying it's one of the best designers out there as well. Also, watched another video YouTube user Fun Sanity. So there's a little video I found, not a popular YouTuber or anything. Yeah, he pretty much talked about, hey, Bethesda, they make a lot of good games. They make all kinds of games, FPSs, RPGs, just, a Star Trek game, which was flying around in a starship. Yeah, they make a lot of different games. They can really please their customers as well. A lot of the time, people are pleased with the Bethesda game. Yeah, and he's talking about, hey, Bethesda's one of the best companies out there. And a lot of these 3 companies that I'm doing this video on, yeah, they just really, you can ask people what's a bad game they've released. That person either won't be able to answer that question or it'll take them a long time, because these are just really, really good games they're making. I've also 2 games I've analysed. The first one, Grand Theft Auto 5, an action-adventure game by Rockstar Games, of course. And in this game, what I looked for, I was, the enjoyment, how much I enjoyed the game, and the quality of the game as well. Because, you don't want to get a cheap game that they didn't put effort into. So I was looking for that. And what I've really gone into depth with my enjoyment with the game. Yeah, I just, in this specific time I played the game, I really, I enjoyed it. There's a lot to do in the game, and a lot of ways to do it. There's good voice acting, there's good music, good graphics, and good gameplay. They all just add to that enjoyment. There's also, how it adds to a gamer's experience, which is, a game is only good if you enjoy it, really. If you don't enjoy a game, it's a bad game. And I'd say Grand Theft Auto 5 is not a bad game. Positive, is this a positive or negative addition to the game? Of course it is. A lot of people say, hey, we want graphics, we want story. But, of course they do add to a good game. But nothing at all adds than, the enjoyment of the game, and that you're happy playing it, and you can anytime you can pick it up and play it again, which is really the yeah. And has looking at this helped me answer my question? Yeah, of course. Rockstar Games is one of the best game developers in the game right now. Of course. Second game I've analysed, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. This is a role-playing game by Bethesda Games. I've looked at the atmosphere of the game and my overall enjoyment, of course. And what I'm going into depth with here is the atmosphere of the game. A lot of people, don't think, oh, does this game have a good atmosphere? But I feel like if a game's got a good atmosphere, I'm going to be happy playing it, If it makes me happy, I'm just, really going to enjoy it. So, 2 examples of an atmosphere. Skyrim just, it's you're playing it, you're happy. The map, or the land, just looking out on it, it's really great. The music's fantastic. And the NPCs, the non-playable characters, they're all really funny, all really interesting. Some of them you really want to get in more in-depth story with. And a lot of them, you just really, really like. So then they just make an atmosphere you can't really, replicate. And it's great. The music, definitely, it's really it grabs you and pulls you in. I always find myself humming, the song off the main menu. It's just, it's amazing. And the map's expansive. It's it's just a really big map, and it's it looks really good. And whenever I play Skyrim, I'm just smiling the whole time. It's great. And how does the atmosphere add to the player's experience of the game? It really, just adds to the, what you're playing, the experience of it. If a game makes you want to feel like you're living the game, it's going to have a good atmosphere, really. That's what, there's no way to other make you feel like you're in the game. Everything going on, all these things I've mentioned, just go on together, and just make it a really, really nice game. Is it a positive or negative addition to the game? Yeah. It's definitely pulling you in, is, you know, it's really, really good. It, you know, makes not just, you know, the game, it just doesn't enjoy the, you know, they're playing. They don't just, you know, they don't just enjoy the gameplay. You know, they don't just enjoy the graphics, which I find a lot of the gaming community is, you know, that's all they look for, and it's really just kind of kills the game. You know, it just kills the community if you have all these people just bringing it down. And, you know, the characters, you know, I've definitely cried in video games. You know, I know a lot of people have. And, you know, I've also laughed a lot. This game makes, you know, it's a serious game, but you laugh and you cry. And, you know, the music just makes you just feel, you know, feel good. It makes you feel tough. And it can scare you as well, you know? That, yeah, just the battle music and stuff, it can make you, yeah, it's great. And, yeah, I was looking closely into this, helped me answer the question I've been asking, yeah. Just playing this game again, and, you know, sometimes I'll stop playing a game, but then I'll go back to it. And if it's a game I really like, then I'll really enjoy going back to it. And this is definitely one of the times where going back to a game is just, you know, made me really, really enjoy it a lot more. You know, it's amazing. It's, yeah, you know, that's why people like Bethesda games, because they can make an amazing atmosphere. Yeah, it's just great. So, I feel like I've answered my question here. I hope, I've answered any questions you've had. And thanks for watching.